in terms of conference championship games, a full touchdown and an extra point. And if those numbers don't just snap you to attention, Tom Brady has more conference championships, victories, correct? More conference championship appearances, more conference championship appearances than 26 National Football League franchises.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Now that, it really is ridiculous, Kurt. I mean, when you just say it. So now, the first one's special, obviously, and then the second one puts you in a category of having won multiple. Then the third one for Brady was back-to-back, so that one was special. The fourth one was after a 9-year wait, as you pointed out, Steve. The fifth one separated him from folks like Montana and obviously Bradshaw. And then the sixth one, I mean, we could go on and on and on how special each one is, but the seventh one, now, to do it now, at this age, under these circumstances, with a new team after 20 years in New England, would it be, do you think, the most special, Kurt, of all of them? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned it, Rich. I mean, I don't know how you say which one's the most special because they all have significance. And Tom's always said that, hey, the next one is the best one. And so I know this one would mean a lot to him, but we can't just gloss over this, the fact that he'll be going to a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick, which has always been the question, who's more important? Are these guys together? Now he's doing it by himself. You can't overstate how tough it is to go to a different organization with a new offense, with new pieces, with the fact that we had absolutely no offseason because of COVID, and he's got his team back in this position. So I don't know where this is going to rank among all the great things that Tom Brady has done, but there is no doubt if they get there and if they win, this will be a huge crowning moment for Tom Brady amongst a huge crowning moment career where it seems like every year we've got something different.
Yeah, this takes all those straps that we put on Tom and throws them away. Because we talked over his whole career. I said it, you know, I'll take Tom Brady over anybody as long as it's that system. If it's that system. So we took away from his pure quarterback ability because we lopped him into a system, and now he's in a totally different system, and he's taking a totally different team. If he takes this team to a Super Bowl, oh my God. I know it's been incredible. I know it's been incredible. But this is something that's insane. This is the one thing that Peyton had on him. Peyton said, I know you beat me with a number of rings, but I was able to go somewhere else and get a ring. Kurt even had it. I went somewhere else and took him to the Super Bowl. But Tom is about to snatch this. I find it insanely incredible. And yes, this takes it to a whole nother stratosphere. Yeah. When we start talking greatest player, that's it. Yeah. We can stop it.
Yeah. When we start talking about, at first, his biggest accomplishment, you know, I thought, well, it certainly can't be just one season or one Super Bowl or one record or his passing, you know, all those things. And then when you mentioned he has twice as many championship games as Joe Montana, so I started looking at other sports. Well, geez, you're talking about in other sports, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar went to 14 semifinals. The championship game in football is a semifinal. All right, that was unbelievable. Reggie Jackson went to 11 semifinals in baseball. I know Reg is watching right now. Yes. How you doing, man?
Yes, he is.
Hey, I'll meet you at Aldo's when this thing clears up. Anyway, but to me, you guys have been talking about it. To go to another team, in this crazy year that we've had with no practice in the preseason, no practice in the offseason with a brand new team and a brand new system, to be able to maybe do this is crazy. Peyton did it, but he did it in his 4th year with Denver. His 4th year.
Never.
Tom is doing it right now without a preseason.
And we're not even talking about, wait, and to do it at home. This going to be, it's the greatest gift any organization can give its fan base. We will win a Super Bowl at home. That's crazy.
It is remarkable.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Kurt. Let's go. No, go ahead, Kurt.
And Irv, as you were talking about, too, you know, I was able to take a team to a Super Bowl. Peyton was. But let's also remember, this is his first year in Tampa as well. This isn't 3 or 4 years in where we've built this culture. His first year with this organization, with this offense, to be able to shape it the way he has and have them playing their best football at this moment, pretty incredible.
And I'm glad you said it the way you said it, Irv, because if you said Kurt even did it, not even Kurt did it. If you had put the even in front of Kurt,
Right.
you know, it might have been just like less slightly denigrating in the way you phrased it.
Okay. Kurt, you know, I was lifting you. Don't let him do that.
So I wasn't the only one who picked it up. Very good. Let's go to break because it's getting a little bit hot in here.
NFL Network.
Both championship games today, rematches of Week 6. The first time these two teams in the NFC Championship game met, it was Week 6, and it certainly did not look like this in Florida.
Future Hall of Famers going at it in Week 6. Barrett Jones slants up the middle. Touchdown!
Rodgers.
It's intercepted. Picked off down the sideline. 20, 15, 10-5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Right side, it's intercepted again.
Rodgers.
He's going to be sacked. For the green and gold, this game can't get over fast enough. Lob pass toward the end zone. Gronkowski, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 38 unanswered points on the board.
They're really taking it to us.
But a good day to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
James Palmer for part 2. James?
Well, thanks, Rich. Nobody's thrown the deep ball more this season than Tom Brady, but over the last several weeks, I'm told the game plan has shifted more towards their tight ends. Brady raved to me this week about Cameron Brate and Rob Gronkowski. They've been using both of them on the field a lot together. With all the talent on the outside, if teams want to take away that big shot and be more conservative, the Bucs believe they can attack the middle of the field and run out of this formation a lot. Rob Gronkowski told me in this formation, we've been protecting Tom Brady very well. And when he has time, Rich, he said he always makes the right decision.
Yeah, if they could only have stopped the count at 10-0 because Tom Brady and the Buccaneers boat raced the Packers out of the spot that Green Bay would love to get back to with a win today. But look at those numbers by Tom Brady. A little bit of a glimpse of what was to come for Tampa. Certainly over the last 6 weeks, Brady and the Buccaneers have looked a lot like Week 6. So does Tom have to do even more to win today, or just a carbon copy will suffice in your estimation, Michael?
Listen, first of all, let's just not bypass that, Rich, like you talked about. Right? Did you see the difference in what they look like in Tampa Bay and what they look like in Lambeau? They got to deal with that mentally, first of all. But do he has to do more? I'm going to say yes and no, Rich, because really, his numbers are fine. His numbers are fine. Tom threw for 166 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's the most important thing. If he does that today, get those 2 touchdowns, they have to run for 2 more touchdowns because he's going to need some assistance for running. That gives them 28 points. Maybe they get a field goal in there. And then I need that defense to just make sure that you don't have to do as great as you did last time, but maybe give them 20 points. They can win this game 28-0 with Tom doing what he did numbers-wise, but start fast.
All right, hold on a minute. Is it the way you're talking? You're off your mark. Hold on a minute.
Now get on out of here, Rich. Hey.
Let's go to Stacey Dales. Stacey Dales is covering the side of things of the Green Bay Packers. Go for it, Stacey.
Well, Rich, listen, it's never about one quarterback against another. It's the quarterback against the defense. But this matchup, it is epic. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, 2 future first-ballot Hall of Fame quarterbacks meeting for just the 4th time in their careers. First time in the playoffs. I asked Rodgers this week, what does this moment mean to you to share the field with Tom Brady? And he reflected on some of the great moments of his career, and he told me this is another one of those special moments. He said, I've always been a fan of Tommy's. He's had a legacy of wins throughout his career and accomplishments, but this game is a truly special moment. And he said, ultimately, that when he learned Tom Brady was coming over to the NFC, he knew and understood that this would be a real possibility. It has come to fruition. For more on this game, Mooch, Kurt, take it away.
Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot, Stacey. And Coach, we're never going to get away from Rodgers and Brady. That is going to be the storyline throughout this game. But as Stacey mentioned there, it's about the defenses they're playing against, and specifically Aaron Rodgers looked very pedestrian Week 6 against this defense, and it starts with these linebackers, Devin White and Levante David. It's the speed, Mooch. When they try to go sideline to sideline and run outside, man, these 2 linebackers chase them down. You're going to watch here, Levante David, whoop, I'm not going to go outside. I'm going to come back inside and run through, and still get to the running back. But it's not just in the run game, Coach. They love to blitz these two linebackers. They go man-to-man on the outside. They're going to put the linebackers as defensive ends. And when they blitz, it's about speed and it's about attitude. I am coming through the running back, and I am going to get to the quarterback. There could be no hesitation from Aaron Rodgers when these guys come after him. Got to get the ball out of your hands, but it's really going to start and end with those linebackers, Coach.
Yeah, if I were the quarterback, I'd get flu-like symptoms playing against those two guys. Probably the best duo of linebackers in the NFL, and they lead that